Today we're drinking coffee with Ainhoa. Welcome.
Hello.
I love this one.
Thank you. I think from the paintings that I have here, that one is the one that I painted in Barcelona. Yeah.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
So you're artist in this place, right?
Yes, I'm an artist and also a digital marketer, but around 5 years ago I started working on my own art, and then suddenly I started working also as an artist.
And now only an artist?
Both things, I combine.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if someone asks you at a party, what do you do?
Depending on the mood, I would say. Sometimes I'm like marketing, and sometimes I'm like, I'm an artist. Yeah, it really depends. Yeah.
But how is these two? Is this easy to combine? Is it?
It has been hard at some point. So, for example, when I started doing this, I was living in Barcelona, and I had a full-time job at an office. So I was working during the whole day in marketing, and then after work, I went home and I started painting. So it was, I was working too many hours. Then moved to Australia and decided to work full-time as an artist. Because I went to Australia because most of my clients were from there. So I wanted to explore what was waiting for me there. Yeah, and then for a while I was just painting, but I was missing my other passion. So I started combining them, and it was good because it was like half time and then half time. So now I think that I have found the balance.
The sweet spot.
Yeah.
And what is the sweet spot?
What do you mean?
So the combination, is it half 50-50?
Yeah, more or less, yeah. Sometimes maybe one week I'm painting more time rather than working in marketing, and some other weeks the opposite. But usually I try to focus some days on art and some days in marketing. Yeah.
And do you do it like follow your intuition? Because like painting, you can't decide today I'm going to be creative and paint a beautiful painting, right? You have to, or can you?
No, I can't do that.
Really?
Also, my marketing job also, it's very creative. I work, I do many things in digital marketing, but I work a lot with influencers. So I have like a lot of creative briefings. So I think that in general, my whole work is creative. Yeah.
Nice. And every day you're creative every day.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm jealous. Because I can have days that I'm like, okay, I don't know what I should do today. Like,
no, but your work is also creative, right?
It is, of course, but some days are more creative than others.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you experience that too?
Yeah, but I don't mind it. Yeah, I like it.
You go with flow.
Yeah, yeah.
That's nice. And do you market your own paintings as well?
Yes.
How's that?
I don't know, it was very natural from the very beginning. Maybe that helped that I studied advertising, so it was maybe easier to find opportunities. But then I need to learn a lot of things about art that I didn't know because I didn't study it. I started painting when I was 8 years old, but it was just a hobby. And I didn't know, for example, how to contact galleries or how to, I don't know, do other things. So it's like a new journey, but it's cool. I like it.
How old were you, did you say?
How old am I?
No, when you started to paint?
8 years old. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And has this always been your style, the way that you...
No, actually, I used to paint a lot of landscapes, like spring landscapes. And then suddenly, during the lockdown, I started painting portraits. And yeah, until now. I mean, I have other topics like those shoes, because I'm obsessed with shoes.
Obsessed with shoes?
Yeah.
Why are you obsessed with shoes?
I don't know. Purses, shoes, yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Since I was a kid, I went to a shop and I was like, shoes. And I want to try all of them.
Do you have a lot of shoes?
Yeah. Some.
And purses?
Not as many as I would like to, but yeah, I do have a few. Yeah.
And then the others are mostly like portraits of, do you know the people that you paint?
I do know some people, and some other people I don't know them. Sometimes are photos that I see on internet and then I change them a little bit. Sometimes are people that for example, I'm having a coffee and I see one person super focused on their stuff. I take a photo like a paparazzi and then and I paint them. And then I try to contact them and share the photo with them. But yeah, so far I think that I haven't, I haven't get a response from anyone. Yeah, sometimes it's hard because maybe they are old people.
Yeah.
And they don't have social media.
And do you like painting people that you know? Is that something?
I think it's harder.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I think it's harder. It's more like sometimes I get inspired by people like very focused on doing maybe something boring, but they are like super focused on that. And I just want, I see them and it's like I want to take a photo and then I want to paint it. I see the moment and I like it, and
it's more like
to capture
the act and like the activity.
Yeah,
is what you like.
Yeah, or maybe they are just seated on a bench and looking at the horizon. They are not doing nothing. But I like the scene, and I have tried before to ask them like introduce myself and then take a photo. But when they notice, it's not the same. Like they are not. Yeah. It's like when I'm in front of the camera, then I start like.
Like
so
we're
it's better.
Right now.
Yeah. So it's better when they don't know anyone that they are like looking at them. So that at that moment I try to take a photo, and then in the future I paint it. Right now I'm painting also one guy that I saw in Melbourne that was just chilling like this, like reading a newspaper at the beach at a beach house. And now I'm painting that, and then we'll contact him. But I always do like, okay, he's not watching, now I take a photo and then I paint it.
And how long does it take for you to make a painting like that?
It really depends. If I'm like very into the painting, maybe it will be 1 week because I'm just painting. Sometimes it will be 1 month, really depends. Also because I'm combining, so I don't have like a normal artist schedule, I would say. But yeah, it really depends. Yeah.
And living in Melbourne, how was that?
I liked it, but I was missing a lot Europe.
Why?
I love like small streets, old buildings, the lifestyle in general here, and I love the vibe of the people there. And also there are like many opportunities, and I had the opportunity to travel and everything, so it was super cool. But I don't know, for example, I love walking everywhere. And it was impossible there because it's like the States. So you need a car for everything is super far away. And here it was like, oh, I'm back home. Not really, because it's not my home, but yeah.
So let's talk about your home. In the north of Spain you grew up. Can you walk there, everything?
Yeah, it's
really?
Super small. I'm from Bilbao.
Oh.
And it's a very small city, but it has like many things to offer. So there are a lot of museums, the Guggenheim Museum that is very popular. And also we have a lot of influence from like the sea, because we have the sea there. So there are a lot of sailors, there used to be a lot of sailors, fishermen. So that's part of my influence. When
also
I paint.
in your art?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I don't know, it's a very nice city with a very nice and different culture. We have a different language, a lot of traditions. I don't know, it's cool.
What's your favorite?
And it's very slow, the type of life that we have over there. Yeah, I would say that it's more like slow life. So there are many things happening, but at the same time, it's chill.
Why did you leave?
That's a good question. No, first I left because of opportunities in marketing. It's a smaller city, so I thought it's going to be better if I move to Madrid or Barcelona. And then I wanted to experience living abroad, so that's why also I moved to Australia. And I'm always thinking like maybe one day I will go back, but for the moment I feel like I want to keep experiencing other cities.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like it also here. I love it.
So you went from Bilbao to Barcelona? And then to?
Australia, 1 year.
And now?
And now here.
Amsterdam.
I've been living here for 1 year already.
How's it to live here?
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I feel also that I mean, we are of course different, but there are some things that I see very similar to my not hometown, but my culture. So for example, we are also super direct.
Yeah?
Yeah, in the Basque Country. I don't know, I felt like home when I arrived here. Also, Australia was very different, so this is of course more similar to Spain than
That's nice. And you say in Basqueland you have a lot of traditions.
Yeah.
What kind of traditions do you talk about?
So we have a lot of festivities in general, like with a focus on food. We have a very rich gastronomy. So many traditions come from that, and also many weird but fun parties. But many things are related to food. So for example, on the 21st of December we have one day where a lot of like artisans, maybe artisan is not the word, but people that, for example, they sell their own milk. They come to the city and they sell their products. So everything is more like, it seems like a market, but with it's called Zero Zone, I think.
Zero Zone.
Yeah, when products are from that region.
Yeah.
So
Local.
everyone is like, it's like a party. So you go there, you can buy different products from people that they live usually maybe in a small village or in the mountains, and then you can buy cheese, milk or other things, and then also it's an excuse to go out with friends, drink, eat.
Nice.
But we have many parties like that, but there are a lot. Yeah.
It's nice. It's like I think that traditions, they make you a strong community also, right?
Yeah.
Do you have the feeling that Basqueland is very like community minded?
Yes, a lot. Actually, we have a word called cuadrilla, and it refers to the group of friends, and it's really a thing there. It's like, you don't need, for example, to do a plan for the weekend. You already know, like, last minute you can call your cuadrilla, your group of friends, and probably they will be going to the same 2 bars as they go like every week, but also it's fun. And for example, another tradition is like pincho pote. So you go, for example, on a Thursday to one bar, and for €1, at least it used to be €1, you have like one drink and then one pincho. That is like a small slice of food. And usually what you do is you put money, like each person of the cuadrilla put money, and then with all that money that you have like all together, you go from one bar to another, so you end up drunk. But you go one bar. Like there are so many traditions like that, and you can see also old people singing outside the bars. It's nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it's nice. But also I love like meeting new people, seeing like different cultures on the same city, and it's not like that as well.
No, it's a very homogenic probably community.
Yeah.
And in Amsterdam it's the opposite.
Yeah.
It's, a lot of different cultures together. But I sometimes hear that for expats it's hard to make friends who are from Amsterdam because or from the Netherlands. Because it's a bit more close.
Yeah.
Did you experience that?
No, I thought that it was super easy to make new friends here. Also, I have one friend from Amsterdam, so she introduced me to a lot of people. Yeah, when I got here. So yeah, I already knew here from my time in Barcelona, but I think that it was easy.
Nice.
I don't know.
Well,
and I like that.
Very social.
Yeah.
And that the fact that you're also like, if you feel like you're a bit similar because of the directness and maybe the sense of humor, then it's easier, I think.
Yeah,
nice.
I think so. But it's cool because you go outside and it's like in Barcelona, you see like many cultures, and I love that. In Melbourne also it was like that.
Yeah, that's different. So every place where you live has a plus side, downside.
Yeah.
How long do you want to be living here? Do you know that?
No idea. Yeah, it could be like Barcelona, that I thought it was going to be just for 1 year, and then I ended up living there 6 years. So maybe I will finish living like my whole life here. I don't know. No idea.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so you also work with influencers. How's that?
Yeah. So I've worked in marketing for around 10 years, a bit more. And for some reason I ended up working in a lot of projects with influencers, and for the last 5 years, I've been focused on influencer marketing. So basically what I do is I think of a briefing and then share it with them depending on the goals of the different brands and their products. Could be a product or a service. I look for influencers and then I brief them, do the follow-up and everything, and then make sure that they share the content. But it's nice, I like it, because I'm in contact all the time with people. And also I love having like different projects. I get to know what they want to show different entrepreneurs. So it's cool, I like it.
And do you also do marketing for art brands, or is it, what kind of brands do you do marketing for?
No, not yet. I've done marketing for many things. Influencer marketing, I've done that for an entertainment company. So every time they needed to launch a collectible of a popular brand like Marvel, Star Wars, or Disney, then I needed to look for influencers to promote their products. Also, I've done influencer marketing for people that they are looking for plans with their dogs. So if you are looking, I don't know, to go on a holiday with your dog or go and do paddle surf with your dog. So I was promoting that also with influencers. And right now I'm working with an Australian brand called Rolling Nation. And also I ask influencers to promote the brand, and it's more about like contacting them, giving them the opportunity to try the brand, and if they like it, they can, if they want, they can organically share their testimonial or just style the shoes. So it's nice. I feel that it's like connecting people to brands. Yeah. And then if they want, in a genuine way, they can share their thoughts. Yeah.
I feel like the marketing is also really a passion of yours.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. And that's one part that I was missing when I was in Australia and was just painting.
Interesting, because I feel like most artists are like, I just want to do paint. Yeah. Like just want to make my art. And then because it's tough to make money with solely doing art, people have a job on the side. But for you, it feels like you need both. Yes, but also when I need to do marketing for myself, then it's hard. Yeah, because it's not a brand. And if I'm, for example, helping one brand in social media, for example, it's super easy for me. But when it's me, the brand, I'm like, no, I'm thinking too much about everything. Do you also feel like, because I have the feeling that right now, social media, branding, it's a lot about authenticity, and you really have to show the person behind the brand. Is that something that you think about, and is that maybe also like tough because you have to position yourself as something? It's because I don't like to promote myself. I just wanted to show people who I am, but at the same time I'm shy. So telling people who I am, it's like it's not very natural to me, and that's why also I guess that I love painting people, and then rather than talking about me, I like telling stories. So then I think of a story, invented story about one character that I have painted, and I feel that it's more funny. I have more fun sharing like an invented story rather than talking about me. I don't like, or I don't enjoy that much being the center. I love marketing and it's easy, but not when it's me, the own brand. I can completely understand. And also as a painter, you paint a story. That's what it's about. It's not about you making the art, it's about the story that you're painting. Nice. Which is a painting you're most proud of? I have two that are special. I have many, but two that I always think about. One was the first painting that I saw. It was after the lockdown, and the company that I was working for, they asked everyone to stop working full-time, and we just were working part-time. So I had like half day free to do whatever I wanted. And that first day,
I saw my first painting.
Wow.
And that one was special, and also it was in Australia.
Whoa.
So I was like, whoa, what's happening? And it was to, and the client was a guy that used to like find furniture that were like on the rubbish, and then he will restore them. And he had a really nice shop where you could buy restored wooden furniture, like vintage one. And I don't know, that one was special because of that.
What did you paint?
It was a guy looking at the horizon.
At the horizon.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We can edit that in the video.
Yeah.
If you have a picture of it.
And then the other one, because of the connection, because one thing that I love from art is that you connect like very genuinely with people.
Very what? Sorry?
Genuinely?
Yeah, genuinely. Yeah.
So I was contacted last year by a interior design studio from the UK, and they wanted to commission a piece that I already painted. So it was a painting that I already had, but they wanted a bigger one. And then when I shipped it, I realized that it was the client was the owner of a castle in France. So then when I saw my piece in a castle, it was like, wow. But that wasn't the most, like the coolest thing for me. The cool thing was that after that, that girl, the buyer, we started having contact, and she's super, super nice. She was from Melbourne, but half of the year she was living in France and half of the year in Australia. So when I was in Australia, she was sharing like her local tips in Melbourne, like places that were nice to have a coffee, and I really love that you end up like creating like good connections with people. Yeah, it's nice.
So you connect through art.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Is that something that's happening more and more, that you make the connections through art?
Yes, but when I put myself like out of the comfort zone, because my comfort zone will be like inside a cave. No, not at all. But yes, when I need to talk about me, that's the case. When I don't need to talk about myself, I'm comfortable with a lot of people. But when I put myself in those kind of situations, then I mean a lot of people and things like this happen.
Yeah. Because I'm saying right now we're having this interview, and it's also about you and your work.
Yeah.
Do you feel comfortable talking about your work in this way? Yeah. I feel good.
I
always try to make a question and then be silent and then see what happens, and then people go
okay. And then you start crying. No?
Yeah, then the shyness is coming.
No.
You're doing good.
Okay.
Is there something you want to talk about? Something you want to share about where you're at right now? Today, just when I was coming here on the tram, I was writing down a notebook something that I wanted to I would like to explore in the future. I'm not sure how yet, but I've been thinking a lot, because my topic is like slow living and people just enjoying simple things of life. I think that I would like to explore boredom, because I feel that more and more people don't know how to experience it. I'm thinking a lot lately about young people that they grew up with TikTok, Instagram, and they don't have this time for get bored, experience like boredom, and then also from that it comes creativity sometimes. So I don't know in what shape it will be, but I would like to explore that maybe in the future. Wow. I don't know how, but that's interesting, because I was thinking about that when you were saying in your hometown Bilbao, it is a slow way of living.
Yeah.
And we don't, in Amsterdam, I don't think a lot of people know how to do slow living. Mm-hmm. Everything is really fast paced, and to make art is in its own already an act of slowing down, right? Of really looking at something with so much attention and zooming out, and the whole act is that. And how can you inspire maybe other young people to get into that more?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I did it like on purpose. So when I started painting this type of works, it was during the lockdown, and I'm super active, so I'm all the time doing something. And I used to be all the time outside, like with friends on the street or walking or doing whatever, but I couldn't be at home for 1 hour. I needed to go out every day and do something all the time. And during the lockdown, I thought, okay, this will be horrible for me. But then I really enjoyed it. And also painting for me, it's like a therapy because I slow down. I can be focused on just one thing. Otherwise, I'm the type of person that is like watching a series and at the same time I'm like with a mobile phone or with a book. Like I don't know, with doing many things. At the gym, I usually go with an ebook, and I start with the Kindle and I start reading. So painting is the only thing that I feel like, okay, I slow down, I'm focused on one thing. And then I realized that I was painting exactly the same. And the times that
What do you mean?
So it's people that they are just focused on one thing, they are like, the way I paint them is like, there's nothing on the back side. They are not surrounded by, there's no noise. So they are, it's just them. So maybe they are just thinking and they are not doing anything. And there are moments that they caught my attention. And yeah, I saw maybe one person doing something, I take a photo and that inspires me and then I paint it. So maybe it's like the way to reproduce that moment.
Try to?
Reproduce that moment, like capture that moment, and one person maybe connects with that and feels the same as I felt when I saw that real person on the street, or but it was something that I did on purpose. So I don't know how I could do it. I guess that one day will come to my mind. And
I think you're already doing it. I think you're already by showing it and by naming it and talking about it. I think you already are inspiring people to slow down.
Yeah, I think it's important. I think it's really important.
Because otherwise
you are missing many things. Yeah.
Sorry?
Otherwise we are missing many things. And also I think of myself like I don't know, a few years ago that I was able to see like a very long video, and right now I'm like my attention is too short. Then I'm like next.
But it's funny because it's kind of contrasting with the whole marketing career also, because it is about getting many people to have attention for many things at the same time.
Yeah.
How can you combine those two?
No, but at the same time, for example, when I hire one influencer, I look for those that they are able to catch your attention and then like make you keep watching the whole video. And I don't think that is that different. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, it is like I think it is contrasting a little bit because the influencing is happening on social media, and social media is also the thing that is capturing our attention, or like hijacking our attention from the things that are really happening in life. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, I've never thought about that.
But
we will think later.
Well, I think those things can go hand in hand. They might be contrasting, but also to show your art about slow living on social media is already teaching people about, hey, maybe slow down, maybe put away your phone. So I think I love contrasts. I love it when things are not like from the outside, it's like, ugh, how do you combine those two? That's not possible. And then you just do it and then it works.
No, but also I'm like that. Like I have many things that is like, I like black, I like white, I like, and then opposites.
Yeah.
So I haven't thought about that, but could be, another contrast.
Yeah, I love that. Like also what you say about, I lived in Bilbao and I love this so much, the way that we live together and our traditions, and then you just go to Melbourne and then it's the complete opposite. And then, maybe Amsterdam's nice. And you say that Amsterdam is similar to Bilbao. I'm like, okay, wow.
Also with routine and with being out of the comfort zone, like for me it's super, I don't like routine. I don't like it at all, but then I need it.
Of course,
Also, it's like I hate like being out of the comfort zone, but then I'm looking for that all the time because moving to a new country, of course, is stressful. But I'm a contrasting person.
And what are your plans? What do you feel like that you're going to be doing soon or in the near future? Or just go with the flow and you see?
no idea. For the first time, because I've been working for many companies for such a long time, when I decided to quit my job and move to Australia, it was the first time that I wanted to give myself the opportunity to experience and see, okay, let's do things like differently, or see if I would like to be a freelancer, because one thing is your idea and then experiencing it. So right now I will let myself experience, and when I'm stressed because of all the things that you don't know how they will go, because there's like a lot of uncertainty being a freelancer. So then I can start looking for a job again, or I don't know, just experience.
Trust the process.
And trust the process. Yeah, it's hard, but yeah, I try to trust the process.
I think you're doing a very good job at that.
Thank you.
I think you follow all the signs and just go where you need to go.
Yeah, also I feel that the moving to Australia was an exercise for that, because I was thinking all the time like about which were going to be the steps and how I will be feeling on each step. But when I moved there and I experienced these old things, I was like, okay, it's going to be new, you cannot prepare for anything. But then suddenly I felt like confidence for the first time on myself. So now I'm a bit more calm. Yeah, I feel calmer, thinking like, okay, no matter what's going to happen, I will find my place. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think we have everything.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was easier than I thought.